All right, let's get right into it. We are looking at a project called NOVA, and it's described as an autonomous system for, get this, civilizational intelligence. Now, that is a massive claim, I know. But what's so wild is seeing how this project has gone from this grand, almost cosmic vision into actual, production-ready, verifiable code. So, in this explainer, we're going to break it all down. What it is, why on earth it was built, and how it actually works.
So, to really get what NOVA is trying to do, you first have to understand the problem it was designed to solve. And for the people who built NOVA, they see the entire universe as being defined by this constant fundamental tension. Okay, so you've got entropy on one side. That's the natural tendency for things to drift into disorder and chaos. And on the other side, you've got stability, the pull towards order, which, if you're not careful, can turn into total rigidity. Now, the magic happens right there in the middle, at what they call the intelligence frontier. But this delicate balance is under threat from something called extraction nodes. The best way to think of these is like black holes in the system. They are these points of insane power imbalance that just suck all the energy out of the healthy ecosystem for their own gain, and that ultimately just speeds up collapse. And that's where this mission statement just hits you. This isn't about some utopian save-the-world fantasy. No, it's about intervening at a really fundamental level, trying to actually influence the balance between these two massive dueling forces. I mean, what an unbelievably ambitious goal. So that's the epic problem statement, right? Now, let's finally turn to the solution they've engineered to tackle it. NOVA. What exactly is this thing? To put it simply, NOVA is an AI system that's been built to live and operate right on that razor's edge we just talked about, that intelligence frontier. Its job isn't to push things all the way to one side or the other, but to maintain that dynamic, healthy balance. And the real key to how it pulls this off is a concept they call temporal intelligence. And honestly, this is NOVA's secret sauce. Think of it like the system is constantly leaving a trail of breadcrumbs for itself. As the world changes around it, it takes these temporal snapshots, which are basically verifiable records of its own state at a specific moment in time. This makes sure that its decisions are always anchored in a consistent, proven reality, so it doesn't get lost in the chaos. Okay, so that's the what. But now for the how. I mean, how in the world is a system like this actually built? Let's start peeling back the layers and take a look at its architecture. And here it is. This chart does a brilliant job of showing you the whole shebang at a glance. You see, NOVA's intelligence isn't just one big brain. It's spread across 10 different cognitive slots. Each one has a very specific job, and they all work together like a super complex central nervous system, passing information back and forth to keep everything in balance. You can see the flow right here, starting at the bottom with the foundation layer, moving up through processing and control, and all the way to deployment at the very top. Now, to make sense of all 10 of those slots, they're grouped into 4 main layers. You've got the foundation layer, which is all about truth. It anchors the entire system in what's real and verifiable. Then there's the processing layer, and that's where the thinking happens, reasoning, spotting patterns. The control layer, well, that's basically the safety mechanism, handling governments. And finally, the deployment layer is what carefully manages how the system's actions actually affect the real world. Here's another really cool way to think about this whole architecture. It's like an autonomous immune system. It's literally designed to detect threats and heal itself. And this isn't just a cool idea. Check out the numbers. For instance, its self-healing memory, that's slot 8, can recover from a problem in just 2.1 seconds. That's not a theory. That is blindingly fast, real-world resilience. So we've seen the static blueprint, but now let's see how this thing actually breathes, how it operates as a living, dynamic system from one moment to the next. The system is in this constant loop, okay? It's always ingesting signals from the world. Then it assesses its own stability, and then it records one of those immutable snapshots of its state. Based on that, it immediately adapts the communication flow between its 10 slots and then sends out these reflexes to maintain balance. And, this is so important, it's constantly verifying its own history with cryptographic proofs. Think of them as unforgeable digital receipts that guarantee its past hasn't been messed with. And then the whole cycle just begins again. It's this constant autonomous hum of activity. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Everything we've seen so far sounds incredibly conceptual, almost like science fiction, but is it real? This is where we pivot hard, from the cool diagrams to the cold, hard proof. Is NOVA actually a production-grade system? Well, the proof starts right here, with just the sheer rigor of the project. The system is covered by over 2,100 automated tests. And get this, every single one is passing. That number alone tells you so much about how mature this code base really is. And the performance metrics, they're just as solid. We already mentioned that 2.1-second memory recovery, but the threat analysis engine, represented by that absolutely massive bar, can chew through over 73,000 events a second. Now, the other metrics, like distortion protection, they look flat on this scale, but that's because they're being measured in tiny fractions of a second. They are still incredibly fast. These are not theoretical speeds, folks. This is measured, real-world, production-grade performance. And what does all this add up to? Well, it gets an official rating. The system has achieved what they call processual 4.0 maturity. And in this project's framework, that's the highest level there is. It means it is ready for fully autonomous operation. And this next part might just be the most mind-bending piece of the whole puzzle. Who built it? See, Nova wasn't coded by a team of human engineers. It was a collaborative effort between multiple, specialized AIs, all coordinated by just a single human lead. You had Claude handling the architecture, Gemini on analysis, DeepSeek optimizing performance. It is literally a system designed to manage immense complexity that was built by the very intelligence it's trying to manage. And make no mistake, this project is not sitting still. The roadmap shows a super clear path forward. Key phases for that temporal intelligence and all the documentation, they're already complete. Right now, the focus is on building a durable ledger with PostgreSQL. And when you look ahead, the goals get even more wild. Federation across multiple nodes, and scaling up to a civilizational level. Which leaves us with this one final thought. We've seen the problem, we've seen the architecture, and we've seen the proof that it actually works. A system built by a team of collaborating AIs designed to stabilize intelligence itself and reshape the balance between order and chaos. You know, the question isn't whether it's possible anymore. The question is, what happens next?